Think about the last time you played a video game. You push a tiny joystick half an inch with your thumb, and on the screen, a massive superhero leaps over a skyscraper. It's a simple idea, a tiny input causing a massive reaction. But long before video games existed, an ancient writer named James wrote about this exact same concept in the Bible. He pointed out that humans can control a wild 1,000-pound horse simply by placing a small piece of metal right into its mouth. Or look at a massive cargo ship. Even when it's being tossed around by violent howling winds, the entire vessel is steered by a remarkably small wooden rudder at the very back. This tells us something important about how the world works. Size does not equal power. Sometimes incredibly small things are designed to dictate the direction of incredibly large things. And here is why James brings this up. You actually have one of those tiny steering wheels of your very own. It's hidden right on your face. It is your tongue and the words you speak. Think about a playground. A group of kids can be having a great time, and all it takes is one person saying a few mean words to completely ruin the mood of the entire group. The sounds coming out of our mouths do a lot of heavy lifting. They have the exact same steering power over the course of our lives as that little wooden rudder has over the giant ship. Small objects can also destroy. James compares the tongue to a tiny spark falling into dry leaves. That speck of heat multiplies until a massive forest burns. Our words work exactly the same way. A quiet whisper spreads, blowing up into a day-ruining argument. It's funny to think about our human track record. We figured out how to train giant lions to do tricks. We have tamed fast birds and highly dangerous reptiles. But despite taming wild beasts, James points out a tough irony. No human being has the power to tame their own tongue. Left to our own devices, our birds are a restless, dangerous force, making a huge mess we can't control. Since we can't control it, we end up using our mouths in completely contradictory ways. One minute, we use our voices to sing beautiful songs, praising God and showing love. Then, 5 minutes later, we turn right around and use those exact same vocal cords to hurl insults at the person standing next to us, made in God's image. To show how strange this is, James asks us to imagine a water fountain. Picture a spring pumping ice-cold drinking water and hot, salty ocean water simultaneously. Or picture a fig tree suddenly sprouting salty olives on its branches. Nature just doesn't mix its sources like that. It is entirely broken and backwards for blessings and curses to pour from the exact same mouth. So if we can't tame our words by ourselves, and our mouths are acting like broken water fountains, we need outside help. The Bible calls this help wisdom. James outlines 2 types of wisdom. Earthly wisdom is driven by selfish ambition and jealousy, leading to fiery drama and disorder. Heavenly wisdom is pure, peace-loving, and full of mercy. It acts like cool, fresh water, instantly putting out fires caused by selfish words. Choosing to ask God for His wisdom is the only way to replace the chaotic disorder in our daily lives with genuine, lasting peace. Think about your own day. Tomorrow, you will probably hit a moment where you feel angry, and you're right on the edge of letting a mean word spark a new fire. In that exact second, remember the giant ship and the tiny rudder. You are the pilot standing at the steering wheel. Before you speak, your first step has to be asking God to supply the heavenly wisdom that you simply cannot generate on your own. When you are equipped with God's wisdom, your tiny words stop being dangerous sparks. They become a superpower, steering your ship toward peace and building up everyone around you.